Do you feel it? That creeping anxiety every time you open your bank statement or look at the grocery bill? You were promised security. You were told to play it safe. But the promise was a lie. A hidden financial disease called inflation is systematically destroying the value of every single hour you work. It's not just economics, it's betrayal. Now, you are going to face the architects of this theft. You'll expose the mechanisms designed to keep you running in the rat race, and most importantly, you will map out your escape. Let's set the scene. Money used to be heavy, it was gold, it was tangible. Paper money only worked because it was a direct, ironclad promise, a receipt you could trade for that physical metal. The money supply was honest because it was physically limited. Then, the promise was broken. When governments cut the link to gold, they initiated a global experiment. Money became fiat, not backed by metal but by trust. And when the physical anchor was cut, the floodgates opened. The system moved from being about physical security to being about digital belief. This is when the banks gained their power. Now, the total supply of money is governed by two forces: the central bank, the regulator, and your commercial bank, the creator. And the creation process is far more immediate than you think. Forget the image of money moving from one customer's savings account to another's loan. That is the comforting lie you are told. Listen closely. When you receive a loan, your bank doesn't transfer money, it invents it. Imagine you are buying a home and you need $300,000. Your bank approves the loan. They don't call a central vault. They don't raid other accounts. A bank employee simply types the number into your digital account. The moment that number appears, $300,000 of brand new money is added to the world. It is born at the exact second you assume the debt. The loan creates the deposit. Think of the bank not as a vault, but as someone given a digital checkbook with an infinite starting balance. Their only limit is whether they believe you are trustworthy enough to pay the money back. Money is nothing more than a giant, constantly moving network of digital promises backed by debt. And the reversal is just as profound. When you pay back the principal of that loan, the digital money vanishes. It is deleted. The money supply is constantly inflating and deflating, driven by our collective willingness to borrow and repay. If this power exists, what stops banks from giving everyone endless money, collapsing the whole system? That job belongs to the central bank. They hold the levers that control the speed of this digital creation. Their most ruthless control tool is the interest rate. When the central bank wants to slow down the money creation, when they want to stop the digital checkbooks from getting written so fast, they crank up the cost of borrowing for the entire system. Higher rates mean fewer people borrow, fewer loans are created, and the digital money supply slows down. They are using the price of money to control the quantity of money. And when the economy is struggling, they do the opposite. They flood the system with digital cash through methods like quantitative easing. This makes banks flush with reserves, desperate to lend. It's like turning the water pressure up on the digital checkbook, forcing creation. The central bank sets the rules and the price, but your local bank executes the actual act of money creation with every single loan. Now, you understand the mechanism. But what is the profound, frightening implication for your everyday life? The money supply is a function of debt. When banks are confident, they lend aggressively, and the money supply surges. And when the money supply surges faster than we can produce goods, it devalues every single dollar you hold. This is the birth of inflation. Inflation is not a spontaneous event. It is the predictable, painful side effect of a money system that is constantly expanding through debt. Too many invented dollars chasing the same limited houses and cars means the purchasing power you earned is stolen away. This is why saving cash is a guaranteed losing game. Doesn't this change everything? Doesn't knowing your bank can type money into existence make you question why you were told to work so hard just to hold cash that they can continually dilute? This realization should light a fire under your financial decisions. The illusion is shattered. Money is not a fixed physical resource, it is a dynamic, debt-fueled promise. And now that you know the truth, you have the power to stop being a victim of the system. Understanding the creation of money is step one. Step 2 is learning to protect yourself from the inflation it causes. If this revelation shocked you and ignited your focus, please like and subscribe. Now, click on the next video to learn the exact assets that protect you from this system.